All right, guys. So I'm actually in the market for a new TV, and I came across Unbox Theory. Let's see what's going on.
So check this out. The latest tech from Samsung, it's micro RGB. I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan of this movement towards these new display technologies, especially when they're high resolution, have this matte finish. And the thing about this micro RGB is you get this hyper realistic color representation. So in this example here, you've got a soccer game, feels like you're there, extremely slim bezel as well, and just slim display in general. Now, the other thing Samsung is working on is their new interface. Like everything else in 2026 is AI based or moving towards AI features, asking questions and conversing about the content that happens to be displayed on screen. What are the must-see places in Canada for somebody visiting for the first time?
I'd suggest exploring the Canadian Rockies for breathtaking mountain scenery and beautiful lakes. Don't miss Niagara Falls, a truly iconic natural wonder. If you're into cities, Toronto and Vancouver offer diverse experiences.
What's interesting here, this just makes it a little bit faster to go from your question and into your content because you're on your display already. And then over time, it can kind of read your taste, recognize your viewing patterns, and utilize context to give you better results, richer answers, and just more refinement. Our Vision AI designated button, it's on the remote right under the microphone, but it's also on the display here. You can even do a generative wallpaper if you want. That could be cool. So I like neon. Yeah, let's start with neon. Oh, skyline for sure.
This is a great thing about technology because they're always coming out with something new. The price, it doesn't. It's not. I mean, it's at the very beginning, right? It's anything that's new. The price is always expensive, but the thing about this stuff, especially TVs, they get super cheap. Like me personally, I was going to get another 65 inch, mainly for gaming and performance based. I'm like, yeah, let me get another 65 inch and a newer one, obviously. And I'm like, all right. So I went on Best Buy. I'm like, I was thinking about getting a 75 inch, but I'm like, nah, it's too big. I gotta do this. Nah, I'll stick to a 65 because I don't want to spend extra money. And lo and behold, it's when I'm on Best Buy. I was scrolling, I seen the 75 inch. I'm like, what the hell? This is the right price? Like, it was cheaper than the 65 inch, and this is probably like a year or two ago when I was already kind of, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna get a new one, new 65. But the last time I checked it was like last year for the 65. And okay, this is budget. I think it was like 1,000. And you gotta pay tax, but I think it's like extra $70, $80, or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I can get the ideal TV I'm looking for like under 1,000. And I went over there like yesterday. I'm like, is this the right price? Like it was 75 inch, 550, 600. I'm like, oh man. I said, I gotta get it now. I said, I gotta get the 75 inch now because this is how much the 65 cost more than that last year. Like I said, last time I was, just checking or whatever, just keeping update, up with the prices, right? And I'm like, the 65 inch is way more than this last year. I just checked that like yesterday, and the 75 inch is cheaper than the 65 inch, the price for it from last year. So I literally get a 75 inch TV. I see they had like four different models or whatever, 4 or 5 different models. But I'm looking for the highest, the hertz. So it's 140. Then they have some with 165 hertz. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot for the 165 hertz. Then they had some TVs that like 3,000, 25. I'm like, nah, bro, y'all just making it sound like it's gonna be crazy. But I'm like, nah, these. So I have a nice selection of TVs, and I'm gonna go ahead and go for the 165. Why not, right? And yeah, them TVs like under 1,000, like 600, 700. I'm like, oh my god. So I'm gonna get a 75 inch TV now, and get the highest hertz rate. And I have that's the thing too. I didn't want to get rid of my TV stand. Like I love the TV stand. It's a nice, it's a glass and got metal on the side. It's a nice TV stand. So I'm like, man, now I gotta find another TV stand. I gotta get rid of this one, like, blah, blah, blah. And I, you know, I like it. I don't want to get rid of it. So I looked it up. Like, is there like a TV stand that I can just get like a stand by itself? Found that too. I'm like, okay, great. So all I'm gonna do is get the stand for the 75-inch TV. Now I slide it under my TV stand. So everything is already planned. All I gotta do is just you know, just make it happen. But yeah, don't you know, at the very beginning, you know, TVs be 8,000, 6,000, you know, but there's so many competitors now that they have to drop the price. But of course, when it comes out that year, then it's going to be a crazy price. But give it next year or around, you know, around the holidays when they have the sales, the price going to drop like a stone. Let alone the following year, because they keep coming out with new models multiple times a year. So it's a win-win, man. But this right here, it's neat, but I don't care for it. I just wanted to check it out. So yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Now we can get a sense for some of those inky blacks. Another advantage, obviously, with the micro aspect of micro RGB is the ability to have incredibly dark sections right up against incredibly bright sections. And of course, the other area where AI can enhance your experience is with the image itself. So this will aim to adjust your picture and sound settings based on your environment, the type of content you're watching, and your own personal preferences. They've also got a new AI engine, Micro RGB AI Engine Pro. Now this utilizes real-time AI analysis to precisely control those micro-sized light sources. Now this is not only going to enhance the detail, but it's also going to give you better motion clarity. Something like sports just feels more immersive and more realistic. Hey, can you please play a YouTube video from Unbox Therapy?
So I was at CES.
So check it out. Look what happened here. So it went right past the
I like
channel
that.
page and picked a video because that's kind of what I asked it to do. And that's obviously better than going into the little text input section, saying the word, seeing the search results, then clicking. So it's better than dictation.
So I actually didn't know this, but Samsung has been the world's #1 TV brand for 20 consecutive years. And with this
okay.
micro RGB, they've got some new VDE certifications for both eye safety and biological rhythm. I've noticed that color temperature does play a role in my ability to like relax. So this TV is certified for eye safety and it's designed to align with that rhythm. It will adjust both brightness and color temperature throughout the day. So Samsung is actually positioning this micro RGB technology as a top tier or top status within their lineup. So you can think of it as a flagship or even a supercar variant within their lineup. So you might be wondering about the difference between micro RGB tech and mini LED tech. Unlike mini LED, which still relies on grouped backlight zones, micro RGB is using individually controlled micro-sized RGB light sources. So this delivers better color expression and
More sharper
precision
image.
at a
Yeah,
pixel-like
sharper
level.
image.
So it's an advancement beyond any kind of conventional LED technology. So you've got micro RGB Precision Color 100, which is BT 2020 100% representation. So this precision color tech, it reproduces subtle differences between similar shades, such as deep crimson versus scarlet. They actually received the world's first color certification from VDE. If I'm gonna take a trip to Toronto, do you have some suggestions for things I can do?
The Edge Walk at the CN Tower in Toronto is an exhilarating experience where you can walk hands-free on a 1.5 meter wide ledge, 356 meters above the ground. It offers panoramic views of Toronto and Lake Ontario and is the world's highest full-circle, hands-free walk.
That's the thing too, because these you know, the television, they're getting well, TVs, they're getting bigger and bigger. I don't know where they're at now. I know they're at like 120, but me personally, it's like, well, because I'm gonna get the 75, but it's like, well, after that, I'm gonna just get a projector. Because I was thinking about that as well. So for me, I'm not going no higher than that. I'm just gonna simply get a projector. So I know a lot of people get caught up with the television, like, oh, we got a bigger one. It's like, bro, how big can you? I mean, how big do you want these TVs to be? To the point where it's like, you know, the average person, it can't even fit in your house, you know, let alone if you got a living room, which, you know, I know people got apartments or whatever like that, but some of these places, you can't even really put this TV, you know, it can't even fit through the door. So it's like, nah. So I mean, I talked to like quite a bit of guys who do stage, what is it, who who works at who does events at concerts. They do the lighting, special effects, and I was talking to a couple guys like, man, I was thinking about the projectors. Like, no one's really talking about the projectors no more. I'm like, what's going on with those? They no, they still making them, but it's just a lot of people just got because of the advertising, right? Like, say if you keep advertising, people eventually will just what I mean, they'll eventually go with it. So he said, let's get a projector because he broke it down to me. Somebody got something like 10K, 8K projectors, and so all right, no. After I get a TV, that's the biggest I'm gonna get. After that, I'm gonna straight just get a projector. I mean, it'll be from my living room, of course, but they get one for your room too. But nah, I just get a projector for a living room. So that's what I'm thinking about. It's like, well, and on projectors, they don't cost as much as these TV. Like, remember when they first come out, they're gonna charge you a crazy amount of money. And it's like, I mean, some TVs last you for a long time, but me, it's like, I'm just gonna get a projector. Like, why go through all that, bro? And you gotta worry about switching it out every, so many years or whatever. I mean, obviously, you want to get a good quality one, but some people don't care about the quality. It's one of the biggest TV they can get for $200 at Walmart, which is fine. It's your money. But me, I'm more, I think logical, So I'm like, no, I'm gonna get a projector, get a high power projector. It don't cost that much, and that's it. So. But yeah, I just them TVs getting big, bro. But it's like, nah, it's getting out of control. That's how it go. You really gonna hang up on the wall? Because some of the TV they weigh like hundreds of pounds. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy where they, how far they going with these televisions. But on top of that too, it's like, what more can a television? It's like a cell phone, right? It's like at some point, what else can a cell phone do? Because they don't only do making the battery, the phone. The battery lasts longer. I mean, the phone already fast already. I mean, you can enhance the camera. At this point, all they can do is just make it, make the battery last longer and enhance the camera. I mean, they're gonna put some apps on there, but that's pretty much about it. I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna make it a bigger phone? I mean, you're gonna change the size of it, but other than that, it's like that's pretty much it. So,
Turn on AI soccer mode. So how does this AI Soccer Mode Pro actually work? The picture and sound are optimized in real time in order to enhance the experience and mimic what it's like to be at an actual soccer match. But so is the commentator's voice for clarity.
And another advantage of micro RGB is the glare-free technology. So there's a specialized matte finish here. I'd love to see matte finishes making a comeback. This technology works by scattering light across the surface and preventing that mirror effect. Basically what's going on here is you're getting micro-sized RGB light sources. They're smaller than mini LEDs, so this helps to control light output and give you more accurate color reproduction. Just like mini LEDs, the whole concept here is that like the smaller your lighting, the greater the precision in kind of separating those dark sections of the image from the bright section of the image. You can just get a lot more detailed in how you're managing that light output.
So this particular display is also featuring their new AI Sound Controller Pro, and this is using AI to analyze the scene that you're watching in real time. And then it also allows users to customize individual elements within the audio mix through that analysis. Similar to if you're like a music producer and you have a track or a song and you have different stems for each of those elements, AI is going to be able to extract those individual elements even though you're post-mix in what you're watching. So you can simply say something like decrease background music volume or mute background music using the mic that's built into your remote. So micro RGB tech, it's a new player, a new choice, a new option. And if you've been thinking about upgrading your movie watching experience, sports viewing experience, this is definitely gonna be on your list now. This is something worth looking at. And if you get a chance to see it in store, it creates a unique kind of representation with this matte finish that's resistant to glare and reflections, combined with the ability to display dark blacks and then saturated colors. Micro RGB is definitely going to be worth your consideration.
All right, guys. I just cause I was kind of I'm like, well, he gonna mention the price, and but I'm already looked it up already. So be nice. I mean, I know he. I mean, I watched too many. I mean, it's been a while since I watched his videos, but I think normally he'll bring up the price, but this time he didn't. I'm on here. Okay, I don't know what size. Well, I'm assuming it's a big because he has it in that crate, so it's a big. Okay, so the it's a Class Micro RGB 4K R95 Samsung Vision AI Smart TV. You ready for the price? Oh man, I'm gonna say this before I drop the price. If you even if you're even thinking about not buying it, if you're even thinking about purchasing this TV, you better have your finances in order. I'm gonna say this: your car better be paid off, your house better be paid off. You better have nothing. You debt free, 100%. No credit card, nothing. 100%. Your credit card balance should be zero. All right, so it's 115 inches, which it's in the crates. It don't look big, right? Because it's like it looks, but it's 115 inches. So right now on Best Buy, and this is April 14th, 2026. That TV is going for 30K. Yes, sir. 30 big ones. So that's the price of a car. And you can do a lot with 30,000. So I'm gonna say this right now, not trying to offend nobody. If you're gonna drop $30,000 on TV, you should be you should be a millionaire. You should be a millionaire, not a barely man, not a person that's bringing in $1 million a year. No, 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 several $1 million a year. In order for you to even make sense for you to, first of all, it doesn't make sense. I wouldn't even. I could be a trillionaire, whatever. I'm not gonna buy. This is me. I'm a logical person. It doesn't make sense. 30,000, and of course you got a credit card. $1,250 a month on a credit card, and 24-month finance. You get better financing for a car. Man, speaking of a car, the price of a car, you get better finance. But yeah, it's going for 30K on Best Buy right now. And 3 people or 3 reviews. I don't know how many people actually bought it, but it's 3 reviews on Best Buy. It may be from them. I don't know. I'm not trying to knock them, but 3 reviews and they say it's 5 stars. It's supposed to be 5 stars for 30,000, but they let you know what kind of money's out there. So for the people who want to make 60,000, you're thinking too small. Try to make 200K. You know what I mean? I always think big. It's a lot of money out there, man. You can make a lot of money, so stop thinking small. But me, I'm not a financial advisor. I got to put that out there. I would never do this. I don't care if you LeBron James. I don't care if I'm your sports agent. You just killing it. If you're a big time movie, you can be fucking Samuel Jackson. No, that is a negative. Now, granted, you do have athletes who blow this kind of money going out. You know what I mean, with like 30 people. Go to a restaurant, they go to a club. I understand that, but that's why they broke. But 30K, bro, and that's before taxes. So somebody do the taxes online or whatever, and let me know down below. But yeah, and they do have them in stock. If you do want to get one, they do have them in stock. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but 30K, bro, there you go. You can do a lot with it. I'm not gonna stretch the video any longer than that. So if you're interested in getting that's why he didn't say the price. That man said, I'm a reviewer. I ain't gonna buy this shit. Hell nah. Anyway, you just gotta be a millionaire. Not trying to shame nobody, nothing like that. You have to be a millionaire for you to buy that. Cause if you making, I don't care if you're making 500K a year. You don't, nah, it don't make sense to spend that much anyway. But just want to give you guys a price. Um, the projector costs 30K. No, you can get a projector, 8K. Remember, this 4K. So that's the part that messed up with them. Like, how the hell is this supposed to be like a 10K TV or something? This supposed, you know what I mean? But it's not. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm in the video. Let me look at the hertz. If it's on, let me see. Well, so you got payment options. I bet you do. Can't do it with the credit card. I'm in the video after this. Let me I gotta see the hertz. And I was assuming because I forgot it came in the crate, but it looks small, right? I'm like, well, it's probably like a 75 inch or something, but I'm like, no, it's 115 inch. I get a 2-year warranty for 5,500. You got a 5-year warranty for 9,000. Yeah, never do. Well, I'm not buying this. I don't even care. Okay, features. And then I'm in the video. I just gotta look up the hertz. So it by it being a 4K. All right, no, 120, 120 hertz. Get out of here, bro. So it's a 4K and it's 120 hertz. So you already taking the L on that. Like 30. Remember, it's 30,000. Like that's a four taxes. So, me personally, it's not worth it. But you got some people out there who like to spend money because they got a lot of money. By all means, that's your money. Do what you want to do with it. But something on this price and on this scale, right? You have to be a multimillionaire for you just to be like whatever. You have to be a multimillionaire. I'm bringing in like 5,000 a year. I mean 5,000, 5 million, $10 million a year for you to buy something like this because it's just throwaway money at that point. But yeah, it's a cool little review. I mean, they did some nice little features to it, but I'm sticking to my 75-inch TV that has 165 hertz. So I'll be picking it up real soon. And anybody else who has a particular type of television, a brand or whatever, let me know down below. Because maybe the one I'm picking is probably not the best, but I'm thinking about also getting warranty and the price. It's no brainer. It's like I get it $800, 165 hertz, 75-inch TV. So it came out like last year. So I'm fine with my purchase. I'm gonna make that purchase real soon. Of course, with my TV stand. But yeah, if you guys like the video, let me know down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and of course, if you can donate something to the cash app, I appreciate you. And yeah, until next time.